morning and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and Hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana, 16 regions, including Sankara FM Yendi, Laura FM Laura and Radio Max Takrade. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. This morning, Education Ministry promises to fix the acute shortage of food at various senior high schools, cited in Joy News' expose, Empty Plates, the Free Senior High School Promise.
A system, fraught with human interest. So even when they are challenged in English, the assurance is that we'll go and solve it.
Also, Ghana to now explore the use of satellite services as we enter day 6 of internet disruptions after the damage of undersea cables.
Starlink is in the process of being licensed, and other operators are being encouraged to land in Ghana. The NCA did not have a framework for licensing satellites.
We have business.
Ghana set to sign MOU with bilateral creditors as it finalizes agreement on debt restructuring. Details on the Joy Business Report.
And later, towering rubbish heap in the heart of Oswalata, threatening the health of residents and dimming tourism prospects. We have more on the maiden edition of our series Filth exhibition.
They are using this castle as a tourist center. And when the visitors came and they see this rubbish around, let me say, it's not good for the castle.
These are more with me, Mamiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Stay with me. Let's start from education. The Education Ministry is promising to fix the acute food shortages in some senior high schools in the country. A Joy News expose highlighted inadequate food in the schools and how parents are forced to adopt unorthodox means to feed their wards. Here are excerpts of the documentary.
Entire school communities are despondent. Worry is visibly written on the faces of hundreds of students, especially those first-year students who are experiencing life outside the comfort of their homes for the very first time.
We have no food at the school, and the master is in Accra now, fighting for food for our own benefit. So we are pleading with you to manage the little here, and we promise you very soon there will be enough food for us so that we can all enjoy ourselves. Thank you.
Well, those are excerpts of Empty Plate, the Free Senior High School Promise. Well, spokesperson for the Education Ministry, Kwesi Kwartin, says the Free Senior High School policy is not perfect, but will find a way to rectify the challenges.
I will not make a statement, in its entire generality, because certainly we were unable to visit all 1,200 schools. So I make proof allowances. And once again, assure parents, students, and the general public that we are running a system, fraught with human interest. So even when they are challenged in any school, the assurance is that we'll go and solve it. But you see, the challenge I have when there are challenges and the narrative, the voiceovers, is all made to look like it's occasioned by a free education. The fact that these challenges because it's free education, that is where it becomes problematic.
Still in education, pupils of the Pozini Basic School in Sisala West District of the Upper West Region scramble for space to undertake academic lessons. School authorities have converted a kitchen used for the school feeding program as a classroom for the kindergarten pupils. Stanley Nibleo reports.
The only primary school in Puzene provides formal basic education to hundreds of pupils from 3 adjoining communities in the district. Pupils from Burkina Faso interested in learning English have also enrolled there. However, adequate infrastructure to accommodate pupils is lacking, compelling teachers to merge classes 1 to 6 pupils in 3 classrooms. The multi-grade system, according to staff, has been completely ineffective.
The classrooms are not there, the teachers too are not there. We have 5 teachers for the whole school, plus the headmaster, which is 6 teachers, 3 for the primary school, and then 2 for the GSS plus the headmaster who help us teach some of the subjects. When you come to GSS, I'm teaching 4 subjects. There's no enough infrastructure in the school. Because of that, we have merged so many classes. So you're teaching the subject, or like you're teaching P1 or P2, and the P3s think that they know what you are teaching already. They're reluctant, and then sometimes they go around and be playing around.
Stanley Nieblo's report read to you. Away from education, Ghana will now explore the use of satellite services as an alternative to improve internet connectivity after 6 days of disruptions. Communications Minister Esla Osu says although services have relatively improved, her ministry in collaboration with the National Communications Authority have now completed a policy framework for licensing satellite internet services like Starlink. She addressed Parliament yesterday evening.
Starlink is in the process of being licensed, and other operators are being encouraged to land in Ghana. The NCA did not have a framework for licensing satellites, but the authority has in the last year concluded benchmarking and learning from other jurisdictions where this has been implemented.
Meanwhile, the Ghana Shippers Authority has assured that cargo owners will not bear extra cost for delay in clearing their cargo due to the network challenges. This is to address the fears of Importers and Exporters Association and the Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders, GIF, that they could incur additional charges. But speaking exclusively to Joy News, head of the Shippers Services Department at the Ghana Shippers Authority, Mrs. Monica Josiah, has assured them that there will be no extra cost.
It is common knowledge that delays translate into costs to shippers. With regards to the internet disruption, the position of the authority is that if the costs or if the delays are traceable to the internet disruption, no shipper should be made to bear the cost, the extra cost that comes as a result of the disruption.
To politics now, flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, John Dramani Mahama, has promised to continue the party's agenda of building a university in each region of the country. The 6 new regions created under the NPP's administration will be the prime areas of target. Nana Aljima toured the Oti region with the former president and has filed this report.
The Building Ghana tour of the NDC has so far visited 15 of the 16 regions of the country. Opinions of all professional groups in the areas visited so far have been taken to feed into the party's manifesto for the next election. The NDC flag bearer was well received by the Buem constituency, which remains a stronghold of the NDC. A plea of the traditional ruler for a university in the area if the NDC is successful in the elections was well received.
Ose Muhia University ewoha na NDC policy. Okay, a free Professor Mills Abreso.
It has always been the policy of the NDC to build a university in every region. So under Professor Mills, we'll build universities in regions that did not have. We built one in the Volta region, Eastern, Bronx Ahafu, and others without a university.
Nana Yaljima with that report. Now, when one gets into Osualata, the first site that greets you is a tower rubbish situated at the center of the town. That is where the community unloads its daily waste with no container to collect it. The situation poses a danger to their health and tourist prospects. I went into the community and has filed the first series of the Filth exhibition. Osualata, a coastal community in the Greater Accra region. It boasts of a rich scenic beauty. With its close proximity to the Osu Castle, it has long been a magnet for tourists seeking a glimpse into Ghana's rich history. However, within the beauty lies a pressing issue that tarnishes the community's charm: the heap of rubbish.
This is how they take care of their rubbish. This is how. They normally dump it here. They are using this castle as a tourist center. And when the visitors came and they see this rubbish around, let me say, it's not good for the castle.
Every community, the villagers at the water side, they shit at the water.
Even Ali Mohammed, who was just moved into the neighborhood from Cameroon, is very upset. He wonders why leadership has neglected its responsibility to keep the city clean.
Well, they have Congress people, they have statements, they have people that work for the government that are around here. I think these people should be more responsible.
But the critical question on the minds of residents is, when will these measures be implemented? Until then, Osualata will continue to drown in filth. And before we go, the Ghana Meteorological Agency has issued a warning for residents of Bolgatanga and neighboring areas about an approaching cloud of dust, advising them to take necessary precautions to mitigate the impact. My colleague Maxwell Akbaba joins me in studio with details of the forecast. What does it say, Maxwell?
Yeah, Ma'am, you see, it says the Met, a plume of dust over the dust source that's from Chad and Niger is expected to spread by strong low-level winds towards Ghana to affect the upper portions of the northern sector. Now, this will intensify the hazy conditions and deteriorate visibility further. The general public is advised to take necessary precautionary measures, Ma'am, you see.
Thank you, Maxwell, and that's how we end the bulletin here at Joe 99.7 FM. Up next is business on the Super Morning Show.
You know, Papa, see that? And it's rickety car. Hey, Papa! Papa! Bobo, so how's your engine now? It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Quartz and you can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that? Yes, so somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz, and he switched. Sancho Panzapa. Now, which engine oil can be better than Quartz? No other, my guy. Quartz with its age-resistant technology, it keeps your engine younger for longer. Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies there improves fuel efficiency. Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso have taken the Quartz Nation movement World Cup like that? Mr. Mane, sorry. Chairman Mane. Chairman. Hey, Chairman! Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer.
Millennium Insurance has enhanced its motor insurance policy cover to make life more comfortable for you, our valued clients, and in the event of vehicle breakdown whilst on the road. To ensure your safety and that of your vehicle, Millennium Insurance will ensure that your broken down vehicle is towed to a safe place within 1 hour of call and 30 kilometers radius from the place of breakdown. This service is absolutely free. Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner, is on standby to be of service to you. Contact us now on 0501 394 997 or 0501 285 821, 0501 394 997 or 0501 285 821.
Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner.
Hello, Auntie Araba. Hey, Bugger, how are you doing today? I want to buy Pepsodent Cavity Fighter, but I don't have enough money. So what are you going to do? Can you give me the big size? You know, as for me, I'll pay the balance later.
Today, no credit. I haven't sold much this morning. If you don't have enough money for the big size, why don't you try the 120-gram pack?
There's a 120-gram pack? Introducing the new Pepsodent Cavity Fighter in 120-gram pack size. More affordable and convenient. Get yours today from any supermarket near you. Every smile matters. This advert is FDA approved.
No matter your water needs, Syntex has it all. Syntex tank was first to introduce double layer tank, and now you can have as many layers as you want. Syntex tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana, and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Syntex tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project, or demand, choose Syntex tank. Syntex tank, stress-free. Syntex tank, reliable. Syntex tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244 335 168, Kumasi 0505 555 666, or visit syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, a strong, a tough.
This boy, he will kill his own father and marry his own mother.
Prepare to be captivated by magic as the biggest play in the history of African theatre makes another stop this March. The gods are not to blame. Mark your calendars for Thursday, 21st March, 7 p.m., Friday, 22nd March, 7 p.m., and Saturday, 23rd March at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. at the National Theatre. Tickets are selling now at only 150 cities at imagebureaugh.com or dial *714*11*21#. Don't miss this rejuvenated rerun of the epic tale of Odewale. The Gods Are Not to Blame, supported by Joy FM. Produced by Image Bureau in partnership with April Communications and the National Theatre, and proudly brought to you by the Ghana Tourism Authority and the Beyond the Return Secretariat.
Because all lizards lie prostrate. How can one tell which lizard suffers from bellyache?
Right, so welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM and the 6 a.m. news brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you, and Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. Coming up is the Joy Business Report brought to us by Omni Basic Bank at your service. Akbafu.
Hey, morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm good. You?
As you can see, God is still taking care of his children.
He is. He is.
So we don't have a problem.
I can see, Pa.
I hope you had a lovely night. You slept well?
Oh, yes, I slept well. Yeah, I think I did.
You know, yesterday I was going around the whole place looking for, credit, ECG, power to buy. Yes, because I realized that Sunday I realized that I had, my credit money value was 35 cedis.
Uh-huh.
So I knew that if I wasn't careful, the thing was going to go off, So you had to turn off the air conditioner, turn off the freezer just to conserve electricity. So yesterday I was looking around. Everywhere you go, they say, oh, we can't get you power. Fortunately, let me say good morning to Engineer Bismarck Otu, who's the Accra East Regional Manager of the Electricity Company of Ghana. He who helped me. The Adenta office, I got in touch with them and they said, oh, you could try it here, and I got credit.
Oh, nice.
Nice. So yesterday was not easy, cry. One of my friends actually slept in darkness on Sunday night. He was telling me that, you can
imagine the heat, yeah.
Yeah, So, the internet problems is really... it's really disrupted a lot of things, and it's actually brought to the fore that we need to move fast. You just must not rely always on one means of having internet.
Yeah,
we should be thinking about having satellite connectivity too.
I was trying to reactivate my DSTV subscription. I don't know if it's got anything to do with the internet, but it was not.
Why, it never worked?
It never worked.
Oh, okay.
It was always reporting an error. So.
That's the challenge. It wasn't easy. So, it was a relief when I finally got power. But, I got the power, and now, ordinarily, you don't have to go key it on the meter because it would just, but because of the problems, you now have to go and stand by the meter. And, I have never recharged before. My wife does that. I didn't even know how to do it.
Yeah, so, like you say, it's important that we look at alternative means when we talk about the internet and reliance on it, especially when we are trying to digitalize. Yeah.
Anyway, but coming up this morning here on the Super Morning Show.
They'll give you bread, don't give you margarine. Sometimes they'll give you margarine and sugar. Don't give you the flour. Sometimes they'll give you garri, don't give you beans. They'll give you beans, they don't give you the garri. So you want to wonder, how are you going to combine?
Last week, we went back for 30 bags of rice. But these 30 bags, if I have all my population on campus, I take 20 bags a week. The second years and third years are on campus, I take 15 bags a week. So it means that the 30 bags will do for only 2 weeks.
Shortly before the Form 3s and the Form 2s went, we actually ran on food supply. It got to a time that if some consignment had not arrived within 2 days, we would have virtually not been feeding the students.
Currently, there are feeding challenges. Honestly speaking, we don't have food. Since we're open, we're giving food for 3 weeks.
This issue extends beyond the central region, as school authorities from several senior high schools in the Upper West region have also shared with Joy News.
What we experience generally across the country is that occasionally we come under a bit of a pressure. Occasionally you may have a shortage of this or that. In fact, the biggest problem we have is schools generally not having all the consignment of food that they need at a go.
So this morning we give you a chance to tell us, what your thoughts are, what the concerns are
give us feedback, give the authorities feedback as we activate the phone lines here on the Super Morning Show. And you can just hear them, even school authorities. Yesterday, a headmaster called me and was telling me how, today, actually have, centralized points where they go and deposit the food. I mean, where they go and, put the food. So you would now, if you don't have a vehicle or a bus to convey the food, you'd have to get one, pay for it before you can get the food onto your campus. It's not as if you're going to, just wait and then they will bring you food. You would have to go for the food. And after you've gone for the food, somebody brings, a bill and says, sign. And he brings it and says, sign. You look at sometimes, he tells you, I gave you 50 kg of rice. You go and check, it's actually 25, but it says 50.
And then it's also weevil infested, because I saw that in the documentary as well.
Anyway, we'll talk more about these here on the Super Morning Show. But of course, also coming up this morning is the Graphic Business Stanbic Bank breakfast meeting on
conversation on tourism.
Yes, how that's the golden egg, we're told, and how all of us should play a role in making it work.
Nice.
But now time for the Joy Business Report with Darryl Kwao and the team.
Good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up, Ghana set to sign MOU with bilateral creditors as it finalizes agreement on debt restructuring. Also, government entreated to ensure the country remains fiscally prudent before and after the 2024 elections. Plus, CD predicted to bounce back in second half of the year once government successfully concludes negotiations with external and commercial creditors. Details coming up. And thanks for being with us. My name is Darryl Kwao. Hello to our friends listening on KT Radio in Koforidua. Well, Ghana is set to sign an MOU with bilateral creditors on restructuring of the country's debt. This follows significant progress made by the country with these creditors on the negotiated terms for repaying the debts. Now, Managing Director of the IMF, Kristalina Georgieva, was responding to a question posed by Joy Business during a roundtable engagement with some journalists in Accra.
I do believe that Ghana is in a good place now because it has advanced negotiations with the bilateral creditors. In fact, there is very tangible progress towards signing a memorandum of understanding with the bilateral creditors, and it has advanced discussions with the private sector creditors. Ultimately, decisions taken today on debt restructuring would influence fiscal space for Ghana to invest in the priorities for its own people in the years to come. The more comprehensive these agreements are, taking into account a credible anchor, and for us a credible anchor is the share of debt to GDP.
Kristalina Georgieva there, Managing Director of the IMF. Meantime, economist Dr. Edosu Sarkodie has entreated government to do all it can to ensure that the country remains fiscally prudent before and after the 2024 elections. According to him, the government has so far shown commitment to remain fiscally prudent, and he has been reacting to calls by the visiting IMF MD, Kristalina Georgieva, urging the government to take lessons of economic shocks, particularly the debt default that ravaged the economy.
Governments have regarded the fiscal discipline and have gone out to spend inefficiently. So, it's a good call that the government and all stakeholders have to come together and manage the economy and make sure that never again would we go back to the dark days where our city was depreciating close to 50%, inflation was around 54%, debt levels were rising, fuel price was rising, transport fares rising, everything was very hot in the economy. Never again should we go back to those days. You also saw how Bank of Ghana had to step in, with liquidity support of, and that made them lose about 60 billion cedis. So things were difficult in the last 2 years, and I think that is a good call that we don't return to the dark days, as we may call it.
You had economist Dr. Edosu Sarkodie of the Economics Department of the University of Ghana. Research lead at GCB Capital Carriage Boutique has predicted that the city will bounce back in the second half of the year once the government successfully concludes negotiations with external and commercial creditors. The city has lost 8.63% in value to the dollar since the beginning of the year. But Mr. Boti says there will be inflows from the portfolio side into local currency debt, which will improve liquidity conditions on the market. Good time to check what's happening on the currency market. We'll bring that to you in a bit. But let's turn to other stories. Communications Minister Esther Osei-Kuffour is pleading with internet users to moderate the use of digital services to help address the limited data supply. This is coming at a time that mobile network operators have prioritize allocation of data resources to financial regulators and institutions as well as utility providers in the country. Kuffour says this should be seen as a short-term measure as the government works to improve data supply challenges facing the country.
Available cable now is now carrying all the capacity, so there's going to be congestion on it. So until we bring some of the others up on stream, we will still have some challenges. I want us to be realistic about what's possible and what's not. We will not have full services restored until all these cables are up and running. And so until then, we all have to be mindful of the way in which we utilize the internet. It's better at night when most people are sleeping because there's more connectivity to share. And so even during the day, let's use it for essential services and minimize the non-essentials. I'm not the one to determine what's essential for anyone, but I think if we do that, we would all find that it is much easier for all of us to stay online than it was the day before.
While you had Communications Minister Esther Osei-Kuffour, in a related development, banks have welcomed the deal with mobile network providers to offer enhanced internet capacity to the industry. The development, they say, has helped to improve internet services in transacting businesses with clients. However, the Ghana Association of Banks says in a statement that the supply challenges mean that banks will not be able to provide full remote banking services. Now, the Association of Ghana Industries is canvassing local support for operations of the Ghana International Trade Commission to ensure fair competition among businesses. Speaking to Joy Business on the work of the Commission, Chief Executive Sechuma Kwabwa expressed worry about some unfair marketing strategies adopted by importers to disrupt to the disadvantage of competition by the Crocodile Mashers Ghana.
If it has no basis, they cannot work on it. So even if it has a bit of a basis and then they investigate and they realize that no, what you are saying is not the true situation, they will not necessarily go by your petition. They will go by what is fairness. So I think they are there to treat everybody fairly. But sometimes we complain because the unfairness in the market can really destroy local industries, and we are experiencing it all the time. So therefore, if there's an institution, an organization that is backed by law to look at the unfairness in the trade practices and ensure that everybody is taken care of in a fair manner, that is welcomed. So I think we should continue working with them and bring the petitions, support them to do it, and I'm sure in the end it will help local industrial development.
Sechuma Kwabwa is Chief Executive of the Association of Ghana Industries. The Bank of Ghana is making a strong case for stakeholders within the fintech industry to collaborate in attracting more investors. Head of Fintech and Innovation at the Central Bank, Kwame Opon, says it will deepen regulatory framework to rope in some more investors for the sector to support economic growth. He spoke to Joy Business at the 2024 Ghana Fintech Awards.
Every other government across the continent, and that's the impact we seek. So the 3I Summit that is being put together by Bank of Ghana with support from DBG and Elevandi, the subsidiary of the Monetary Authority of Singapore, is really to be able to drive, to showcase the innovation on the continent. There's so much amazing innovation that is happening, but requires investment. And that investment is going to come from the regulatory space showing commitment and providing that backing to the fintechs in Ghana, while they themselves showing themselves as very legitimate, well-organized and well-run institutions with the creativity and the potential to grow and be viable for these investors to really put their private capital to support them.
Now, the country chief risk officer of Ecobank Ghana, Joanna Mensah, says the bank is set to empower women-led small and medium-scale enterprises in the north by helping them secure cheap capital to enhance their business operations. According to her, the bank is committed to ensuring sustainable business practices by clients and businesses. She spoke to Joy Business at the launch of the Ecobank Sustainability Week celebration in Accra.
We intend to also develop women up north in Tamale to be able to, develop, their businesses. We'll give them term loans that will help them to buy basic equipment. There'll be small loans, but it also goes a long way in supporting their business operations. Also, in terms of working with our clients, we'll do some capacity building workshops to embed sustainability within their businesses as well. The week-long activity also includes us visiting a school in the Volta region and making presentations. So together, we would actually, walk the talk and make sure that we embed sustainability.
Wilmar Africa has launched the Fortune All-Purpose Margarine Fortune Spread and shortening. The Fortune All-Purpose Margarine is enriched with vitamin A and D to boost nutritional values and is suitable for baking, toasting, cooking, and spreading as a food enhancer. Launching the products and commissioning of the largest margarine factory in Ghana at Tema, General Manager Wilmar Africa Limited, Sean Yeo, said the products are being manufactured locally to create jobs and boost the economy.
A lot of the margarines are imported. So we are one of the few that is locally made. It's fresh. You can assure of our quality because you can see our state-of-the-art the plant. And we also our production team always ensures that all our margarine and our spreads, like our tagline, is always on point, whether it's in quality or in taste. And so therefore this is something that is, and of course, all our our main raw material, which is oil, also a lot of them comes from our local palm plantations, which is to show how integrated Wilmar is in the entire palm value chain in Ghana itself.
And that's the Joy Business Report. Before we go, let's get your market updates. Let's begin with the currency market. We have that now. The dollar going for 13 cedis 33 pesos. That's on the retail market. The pound 16 cedis 73 pesos, and the euro going for 14 cedis 33 pesos. On the commodity market, crude oil went up again, trading this morning at $86 a barrel. Gold dropped marginally to $2,159 an ounce. Cocoa trading at $8,172 a ton after increasing by $154. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. The Super Morning Show continues with the ancestor and the team.
Akbafu.
Yes, sir.
So the dollar, still.
It
is well.
It is well. Don't think about it too much.
Somebody said the last time that do the conversion. Convert your salary into dollars. You want to try?
Please.
Who wants to try?
Let's inspire ourselves this morning.
We should inspire ourselves. Okay. The young Aaron says he wants to try. Oh, just.
Wow.
Samuel Dami, do you want to try?
Please, my bosses are listening.
He says his bosses are listening. Okay. Not long ago, the University Teachers Association of Ghana, UTAG, said they wanted the 2007 or something to the dollar, that conversion rate to the dollar as their salary.
Wishful thinking.
That's the way the things are going. Anyway, Daryl, thank you very much for joining us. But see, we must do something about this.
Yeah.
We know all the solutions to our problem, but we are like the man who weeds with his mouth.
That's it.
We meet at the same place. Anyway, let's go for our inspirational song for today, and it's Carl Clotte with Nkunim.
Let me see your victory signs up like this. Come on, hey!
Rastafarianism is an ideology. It's not about how you look.
Okay. So you are Rastafarian?
No.
But I like your hairstyle.
Thank you.
Anyway, let's get into our Drive Safe campaign, brought to us by Joy News and the Multimedia Group, and supported by Toyota Superior Quality and Imperial General Assurance Solid Protection. So our tip for today is that you should avoid all distractions. Keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. Be visible. Drive with your lights on at night. And that's how to drive safe.
All right, let's learn how to say it right now. It's brought to us by Kingdom Books. And you know what? Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. Also, Societe General Bank Ghana. The future is you. This is Say It Right.
Something must be done.
You say either. I say.
Okay, Mama V and George Wiafe, since last week we've been learning how to say it right when it comes to, plural markers.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you that when you add S to a voiced sound, it becomes Z. And if you add it to a voiceless sound, it's S. But because many of us don't know the voiced sounds and the voiceless sounds, what I've decided to do is just to show you what the voiced sounds are and what the voiceless sounds are.
Yes, sir.
So today we're learning one, and it's a voiced sound, so B-U-L-B-S. Mamavi, say it right.
Oh, spell it again.
B-U-L-B-S.
You say it right.
Bulbs.
Come again?
Bulbs.
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 So there's a Z at the end.
Kanya.
Yes,
Uh-huh,
because B is a voiced sound.
Okay.
Okay. So if you want to say it right, that's definitely how to go about it. Okay. For purposes of emphasis, bulbs.
Bulbs.
Yes.
Okay, not
B at
not
the end.
Footballs.
No.
Okay. All right.
So let's get into the newspaper reviews brought to us by Syntex Stand Get Your Strong, Get Your Tough, and Enterprise Insurance at 100 Yafini promotion, celebrating our legacy, securing your future. Let's go through the headlines then.
So let's start with the Ghanaian Times, and it says AI is the way to go in Africa. Embrace emerging tech to boost continent's economy, says the visiting IMF boss to African leaders. She's left actually a 2-day official visit, and she's back to Washington DC. There's another story, says redouble efforts to end Sudan war. President appeals to AU, and Yoko grabs 4 over alleged 113,947 mobile money SIM swap fraud. And former President John Mahama says NDC government will bridge the financial inclusion gap. And if you look at the new finder, there's also another story in front. Nado tax African leaders to curb coup menace. Ex-Nigerian sports minister praises Ghana's organization of the African Games 2023. Otunfo backs GIADC. That is the bauxite deal. And also IMF says resist the arm twisting in Eurobond negotiations. The IMF MD cautions Ghana. And this is very interesting. Ghana is still in the middle of negotiations with the bilateral creditors and the private or the Eurobond holders. And there are some who are worried that passing these comments now more would jeopardize the current negotiations, but the IMF MD still stands by it. When having an opportunity to engage in a media interaction yesterday, she still thinks that there has to be a fair deal for all the partners when it comes to negotiating a deal.
Are we in a good position to negotiate a better deal for ourselves?
Well, it looks like for the bilateral creditors, we've made some significant progress. Even the MD herself said yesterday that we are close to now reaching a deal. It appears the problem might be with the Eurobond holders and the private external creditors. Yeah. There are some indications that we have made some significant progress. Some also saying that, well, we've still not finalized things yet, so hold on there. And that's why some are worried by comments like this, that, be careful how you go about this because it could spoil the party.
All right, let's go through the Daily Guide newspaper. Nana charges African leaders to end coups. Court shift system starts March 25th. So these are some selected about 8 courts, not all the courts. Internet disruptions affecting economic activities, and this is the Minister for Communications and Digitalization in Parliament yesterday, Esla, who stated that the internet disruption has had a major impact on almost all industries, affecting economic, commercial, academic, and social activities, among others. I was following Joy Business yesterday. People are unable to clear their goods on time because of this. This is major.
And talking about the Minister of Communications, let's listen to her when she went to Parliament.
All mobile network operators and internet service providers will be required to establish connectivity with other submarine cable providers that are not present in Ghana, like AT did. All internet service providers should be obliged to connect additional undersea cables, satellite options, and terrestrial links through neighboring countries.
And, I was telling Darryl Kwao this morning that on Sunday, when I saw that my total credit in CD value was, power, electricity, was 35, I turned off the air conditioner, turned off the freezer. And then yesterday I was searching, going around. I made lots of calls, and eventually I spoke to the Accra East Regional Manager, Engineer Bismarck Otu. He directed me to the Adenta office. Then I got, where I was directed to a vendor, and I got credit to buy. But up until that time, I didn't even know how to recharge my own meter.
Yeah, and that is why yesterday, at a meeting between the NCA, the mobile operators, they reached an agreement that some priority should be given to financial institutions, Bank of Ghana, and utility companies as well, in terms of ECG, so that in terms of the bandwidth, or it's trying to be corrected, they give more allocation to them so that you can deal with issues like this. But there's some also saying that it's a two-way thing. Now, if you give more bandwidth, I hope I'm right, the tech guys will help me out here. What about those who are also demanding the service as well? So you understand me, the banks still have a little more internet to work with, but there's also a two-way thing. So for instance, what about the individual that wants to transact services with the commercial bank as well? But for now, that meeting yesterday, they reached agreement that they will give priority in terms of the limited data that we have.
It has to be expanded. There are other areas that I didn't even think about. Yesterday, somebody was trying to pay for an airline ticket, and that person is traveling today. Deadline was yesterday. He had just a few minutes to buy the ticket. He couldn't do it online.
I know this online thing is centralized. It's not to localizing. So maybe it's hosting some, maybe in India or something. It has an established protocols for everything elsewhere. So unless maybe some reprogramming or something, it won't give an excuse to you because you missed out on all those things.
Yeah.
And listen, it is bad. You understand me? We understand the force majeure, but what were the backups in place to deal with something?
Exactly,
like
we should have had these. But we are not talking about satellite, terrestrial. Please, these are things that we should have figured out long ago.
So if somebody can't buy electricity, what do they do?
The laws.
Look, if you can't buy, what do? You sleep in darkness.
So, and this is no fault of yours. That this has
happened. Because look, yesterday, ordinarily, if you purchase electricity, for instance, it's loaded onto your meter directly. But when I did, it wasn't loaded. So that was, so yesterday I went to the meter and had to, key everything in.
Okay.
That 20-digit whatever.
Yeah.
You have to key everything in. And that was when I actually had,
Otherwise, do you use the app?
I use the app.
Okay.
But you can't use the app.
What I understand that some of the telcos have been able to make some arrangement to, again, forgive me, the tech guys, to repipe or whatever from, Togo and even Angola and all the rest.
Yeah, that's what they've done.
Just one last story in the Daily Guide before we move on. Authorities in the United Kingdom have denied any knowledge of the London Metropolitan Police impounding some £15 million from an unidentified Ghanaian. That's how the paper puts it. It says a report by City Newsroom indicates that both the UK Financial Intelligence Unit and the Border Agency denied knowledge of claims suggesting that some £15 million had been impounded from a Ghanaian upon arriving in London. And they say a short video making rounds on various social media platforms claims a prominent member of the ruling New Patriotic Party was apprehended in the UK by the London Metropolitan Police and an amount of £15 million impounded from him. Yesterday, this person was trending, I understand, on X.
X is not
let's get to the online
X
news
is
review.
working, yes.
Okay.
Let's go to the online news review, brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest, and Goil Good Energy and G&J Technical Services, celebrating 30 years of providing backup power in Ghana. You need it at this time.
All right, listen, Goil PLC, your CIMG Hall of Fame and 2022 Petroleum Company of the Year, has taken the lead again. So Goil has opened ultra-modern liquefied petroleum auto-gas service stations. The modern auto-gas service is safe, is clean, and offer affordable alternative fuel for your vehicle. Look out for the Goil auto-gas station in these areas: Bema Camp Goil Station, which is in Accra; Peshi Goil Station, also in Accra; Pedu Junction Goil Station, that's in Cape Coast; in Penson Goil Station in Takrade; Kenton Krono Goil Service Station in Kumasi. Goil, delivering the safest and affordable gas at your convenience. Goil Good Energy. Goil Yen Ara Yedia.
Some at Pedu as well. You didn't add Pedu.
No, Pedu is there.
Right.
Pedu Junction. Yeah.
Great. So we'll be activating the phone line shortly. Would want to hear from all the parents whose children are in secondary schools and their experiences with food are based on what their children tell them. But first, listen to this.
It is without doubt that the free SHS policy has made it possible for children whose parents could not have afforded secondary education to have the opportunity to continue their education. But a key component of the policy that cannot be overlooked in ensuring that children enjoy the implementation of the program is feeding, a grim reality that many are hesitant to speak about.
They'll give you bread, they'll give you margarine and sugar to do the bread. Sometimes they'll give you margarine and sugar. They'll give you the flour. Sometimes they'll give you gari, don't give you beans. They'll give you beans, they don't give you the gari. So you want to wonder, how are you going to combine? They'll give you 3 tomatoes, they will not give you.
It is for this reason I go undercover in the country's senior high schools in the Western, Greater Accra, Northern, Oti, and Central regions to investigate the irregular supply of food items by the government and the dire consequences faced by thousands of students. My name is Kweti Nati. When the free SHS policy began, food supply to schools was in abundance. The situation is no longer the case. Irregularities in food supply are an open secret, discussed in WhatsApp groups among senior high school heads and free SHS coordinators. My infiltration into these platforms has revealed desperate messages from schools across the central region, including Infansipim School, Adisadel College, in Saba Presbyterian SHS, Asin Manso SHS, and the Brahman SHS, urgently requesting adequate food supplies. Here in the central region, the harsh reality comes to life. A dining hall prefect, Sambali, informs first-year students of the insufficient food supply. Their meals are reduced to simple, often nutritionally inadequate options. This situation is not unique to the central region, but is echoed across schools in other regions.
It's unfortunate that our food is not enough. As I have told you earlier, we have no food at the stores. And the master is in Accra now, fighting for food for our own benefit. So we are pleading with you to manage the little here, and we promise you very soon there will be enough food for us so that we can all enjoy ourselves. Thank you.
Entire school communities are despondent. Worry is visibly written on the faces of hundreds of students, especially those first-year students who are experiencing life outside the comfort of their homes for the very first time. This dietary monotony was particularly challenging for Sam, a student I met at University Practice Senior High School, who described it as his toughest experience.
Which food has been the bad this one you just rejected it, you didn't after tasting the first one? Gary and soup. Why? What was wrong with it?
It was small and it was not nice.
It was small and it was not nice. But did you complain? Have you guys been complaining? You have not been complaining.
Every night, Sam and his peers are haunted by this grim reality. These children go to bed burdened with thoughts about what they will eat when they wake up to a new day. This issue extends beyond the central region, as school authorities from several senior high schools in the Upper West region have also shared with Joy News.
What we experience generally across the country is that occasionally we come under a bit of a pressure. Occasionally you may have a shortage of this or that. In fact, the biggest problem we have is schools generally not having all the consignment of food that they need at a go. And what I mean is that you have one point in time you have rice in large quantities. On the other hand, you do not have maize. You do not have granules. You do not have all the other items. So the temptation and the only way out is to utilize the rice.
Kwesi Kwarteng speaks for the Education Ministry. He disagrees there are food shortages within the schools.
In terms of food shortage occasioned by irregular supply of food from buffer stock, we've not had any formal complaint. Of course, unless, of course, we are able to get the list of those schools quickly, we intervene. I've always insisted that our duty as leadership is to always intervene when there are challenges. Of course, leadership is not there because to immune ourselves from challenges.
Zipa will fear oye. Sawa nya wanabeye. We all would love it when we have good things wherever we come from. But if you don't do it, who's going to be the one to do it? So here we are with free SHS. Good policy. But there may be challenges. If we don't discuss it and solve it, who will do it for us? And that's why we're having this conversation, George and Mamavi. Because the young ones in our schools are complaining. Look, if we, when we were in school, George and Mamavi, complained that our food was
the
bad.
food that was served at the dining hall, yeah.
And if this same food, we are saying that what the young ones are eating today is worse, just think about that for a minute.
I mean, yesterday I was watching the documentary,
Yes.
and I told myself, with all due respect, when I saw the food, I said, this is something that some people would not even give it to their dogs. And sorry for my choice of words. I can't see that giving that food to human beings. You understand me? And but with all due respect, I won't give that food to my dogs in my house.
Exactly.
So I don't know why, whatever challenging economic situation that we are forced to do this and give this kind of food. I mean, yeah, boarding house food has never been that special, but there are grades of food or very common and normal food that you serve human beings. And so nobody's trying to, boarding house food, we know how boarding house food is, but not what we saw in the documentary.
Exactly, George. And look, we all went to boarding schools, and we know that the food is not the best. But the food I had 25 years ago, if I look at what these ones are having, I tell myself, how? I mean, that would not pass for food in our time. That will not pass.
And you see, this is not anything that we also can't get around the challenge. It appears that in this country we create problems, and then we create a situation where we think that we can't do anything about it. You understand me?
I tell you
we
what,
complicate the situation and we make it as if we cannot solve that problem. In this day, we are still centralizing food supply, and you have all those who come up with arguments supporting that. For God's sake.
I think the challenge that we have, and I have said that free SHS is a fantastic policy, but we all know that government cannot do it all. I mean, you can't pay fees on behalf of parents, you can provide uniforms, you can buy books, you can't feed all students. You can't do all of these and do it successfully. I mean, I think it's about time that government, just give in and say that there is some parts of this policy, this project that you have to help us with. And I don't know what the challenge is.
And Mavi, one interesting thing is that, listen, just like every other government policy, if we want it to work, it will work. There are some who create these complications to benefit from the system. So if government, we know the challenges, but if they want this thing to work and work well, it can be done.
Exactly. And on that note, let's activate the phone lines on 0302 216 541. 0302 216 541. And then 055 997. We want to hear from you. We want to hear from the parents. You have children in these schools. What do they tell you? In fact, if you're a student listening to us and you want to contribute, I'd love to hear.
The phone ones are home.
The phone ones are home. And so because we activated the phone lines now, we are unable to bring you the BBC News, which is brought to us by Fidelity Bank, Believe With Us, and Old Mutual, 10 years of greatness in Ghana, here for a lifetime. The BBC News would return tomorrow. But let me just say this, Mama. Look, in today's Ghana, if you want to give headmasters money to buy food, you can do that. Okay, you can actually create a chit system where they could go, and Franklin Kujo was saying it yesterday, where they would go and actually get these. That is simple. Anyway, let's get on to the phone lines now. Ernest is in Taifa. Ernest, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Yes, Ernest. Share your thoughts with us.
I'm a parent.
Okay.
In fact, my child do complain a lot about the food.
Okay.
The quality somehow, some way, it's not that it's not that quality, and moreover, they're having challenges over there.
Okay.
But I think government should, as much as a matter of urgency, should review this policy. It's a good policy altogether. So I think Nanado's government should, as matter of urgency, do review it and decentralize that buffer stock company. And then that one, I don't support it at all.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ernest from Taifa. Emmanuel in Tema, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Emmanuel.
Who is there?
Emmanuel.
How are you guys?
Well, we're fine. How about you?
I'm doing good. My challenge with this thing that we are talking about now. Anytime you talk about it, some of us get emotional because I cannot get my daughter to her school, and I'm telling you, sometimes when you look at the food, oh God, my daughter has never eaten gari in the house before. They took her to this school, and sometimes they tell you, Daddy, they are giving this gari without fish in the soup, and even that gari, sometimes they won't even get it because you go to the dining hall and those who go ahead of you will just finish it. And it's pretty bad. Look, when she's going to school, the least we spend is about 3,500. And every time there is a visitation, not less than 1,500. I mean, if I decide to pay school fees, a feeding fee, I don't think I will be paying more than 3,000 a day.
Okay.
And it's pretty bad. I went to Tama Secondary School. I'm telling you, the kind of food we ate those days. You eat even on weekends. They will give you special food, jollof with chicken, and you go to dining even on normal days. You look at the food and you compare it to what they are eating today. I'm telling you, the food my daughter is eating in school, when you give it to the dog is in the house, it will not eat. The dog will never
Which
eat.
school is that,
food.
Emmanuel?
My daughter is in Manfi, Methodist Girls.
Okay.
It's
All right.
pretty bad. And these are girls.
Emmanuel, thank you very much for joining us. Emmanuel in Tema. Let's go to Nalerugu, where Joseph is. Joseph, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Winston.
Yes, Joseph. Joseph, share your thoughts with us. What your
Okay,
children
please,
tell you.
it is very problematic to speak about this. But I don't know. We've been doing everything so political that we will not speak the truth. In fact, I'm disabled, like double disability as I speak, blinded and amputated. And from my JHS level, we experienced this because we were in basic school, but because of our how our school is, so we have to be in boarding. And they will bring the food. You see that how they will even sell the food. Sometimes you eat without sugar, and when you speak, they will tell you that government is not bringing food. They have to go and then even borrow food from somewhere to come and prepare for you. So any food that they give you, you have to take it like that. So when you call from the house and they then get some for you, you see that you go to class, you can't even learn because the food in school is not enough for you, and you don't have your parents to provide for you.
Okay.
So the government of Ghana has to make sure that if the pay policy cannot help us, in fact, they should try and see how they can even make it so that they can solve that problem for us. It's not easy to be in school as a student and you don't get the quality food to eat.
All right. Thank you very much, Joseph in Nalerugu. Let's get to Tema. Edwin, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, Edwin.
My issue is that this is a problem that must be solved. And we solve problems because we are human beings. My first admonition to you is that school bearers, domestic bearers must stop taking items meant for the kids home. It is a common practice. I think it's Winston or Phil talked about the songs you just played and try to admonish us that if we don't do it, who will do it?
Sure.
So it is the first thing we should stop doing. It is a practice that goes on. When I was in school, we had eggs twice a week, corned beef once a week, and one big extra corned beef for 4 students.
Wow.
Milk, 1 tin for 4 students daily.
Edwin, which school was this and during which period?
I was in a school.
Which year was this?
From 1965.
Okay. Now we get it.
We can do it still today.
Yes, you're right. We can do it.
And then we also had school farm. And all our bananas for dining hall came from the school farm. Our schools have vast stretches of land. We can encourage something like fish farming, vegetable farming. It teaches us, and at the same time, make some of us will go out of school and even take some as a profession. We don't always have to wait for people from the Western world trying us child labor and all this kind of, excuse my language, rubbish. we are in a situation, we should find a solution to our situation. And then we go on. But the stealing in Ghana is too much. And that must be stopped.
Okay. Edwin, thank you very much for joining us. Eddie's in Dansoman. Eddie, good morning.
Good morning. Where's that point? Listen,
Eddie.
The problem that we have in this country, listen, is when we are able to identify a problem, instead of our leaders at least going back to the drawing board to check what the issues are to correct them, they try always to be defensive. My daughter has been to school almost 2 weeks now. She's been 22. Listen, she has never eaten a dining food.
Why?
She can't eat. You understand? Just last Friday, the parents and the PTA, we had to contribute to buy 300 tubers of yam to feed it.
How much did you contribute?
Come again.
How much did you have to pay?
We bought 6 cedis for a tube of yam, and we bought 300 pieces for the kids. Some contributed 100, others contributed 50, and whatever.
Which school is
You
this?
understand? Every guest.
Okay.
Every guest of all schools too. We say. Even the worst moment that this country faced, that was in 1983. I was in Abisabi College. But that time, in spite of all the challenges, we managed it. So what is happening now? Today, because of politics, I can tell you, how on earth can a bag of rice weigh 50 kilos? You see that it's written 50 kilos, yet the rice weight is less than 50. And nobody's investigating it. Nobody's being punished for that. All in the name of politics. All in the name of politics. What should we do? What I guess we do?
Well, good question. Thank you very much, Adi from Dansoman. PK is in Takrady. PK, good morning. Hello, PK. Okay, I think we may have lost PK. Kindly try and get in touch with us again on 0302-216-541 and then 055-1111-997. We want to hear from parents. I mean, what do your children tell you when they return from school? What do they tell you about the food that they eat? I also want to hear from the students. I mean, if you're home now listening to us, just pick a phone and give us a call. Tell us what your experience is. Nana Kwesi is at Ayikuma. Nana Kwesi, good morning.
Hi, good morning. You see, this thing, what are the PTA people doing, especially the parents? They are all over the country. Why aren't they sending a message to the government? All of them as a unit. The thing is happening. There's what we are experiencing. There's what they are experiencing. And the government is also speaking grammar. So how about they organize themselves and send a message to the government? How about that one too? So that when they send these helps to the schools and they try to victimize the head teachers of that school, they'll tell the government that you can't do that. You are not providing what you are supposed to provide. When we assist them to, you are saying the headmaster is taking what they are not supposed to take. Does it make sense? Pride, unnecessary pride. Pride does not bring anything. That is what this government is holding on to. All for what? So that tomorrow they will go and say that, oh, we bought 3 years and we did it through and through with no help. That is all, nothing else. Campaign message. And what about the bigger picture? What about those suffering the consequences? Is it about just the quantity or we want to know about quality? Because it looks like that is all that they care about. Quantity. So we're able to enroll this number of people in school. And what about the quality of what you enrolled? What about that one? It's just very unfortunate. You bought VSHL. Nobody is saying it's no good. We are all saying it's okay, it's good. However, there's changes that need to be. You know, those of us who can help, let us help. You are saying no. Changing our trying. No, you are not able to fund the thing. Why? Is it not our own tax? It's not our own children. It's the school not for us. The last time I heard, they say government listen to what people want. Look at how they are going about the LGBT. They say Sana Ghana for pay. How is it Ghana for? We are saying that let's look at the thing again about the fears. I know they also did that. How about that one too? I just don't understand. Ghana has money, but what they choose to use the money to do, the priorities, that is what makes the difference. The priorities. And yes, Anka, you go and build the most expensive hole in the country. Meanwhile, some of these things are there. Priorities. That is what we are messing up with our money. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Nana Kwesi from Ayukuma. Frederica is in Adrin, Ghana. Good morning.
Good morning, Winston. How are you?
We're well. How about you?
By God's grace, I'm fine.
Great.
Thank you so much for this program. Listen, our children are suffering. I have 3 children, and all of them are complaining. We know that Gary is student companion we give to our children. How come that they are serving Gary at dining hall? Gary. And there is no fish in the stew. Saturday I was there. They said, Mommy, what is cabbage stew? What they serve us last week, and they said it's cabbage stew. Mommy, you cannot even eat it. It's tasteless. I said, what about rice? They said they don't remember the last time they ate rice.
Hey. Wow. Which school is this?
In Fankuman.
Wow.
Yes. I have 2 girls there. And they are all complaining. And the first 2 girls, she said since she went to school, she has not been to dining hall again. Because the porridge, there is no sugar, there is no bread. And even the quantity is small. And now they have decided that they will not even serve all the dining table because the girls are not eating. And woe to you, a girl, if you take your sugar container to the dining hall, it will get finished because everybody is begging for sugar. How should we make our children beggars when we are making them ladies? What is happening in our nation? And they don't want to speak the truth. They want to play politics with it. As everybody is saying, let's go back to the drawing board. Let parents come in. Because this PHS is costing us so much. When they come to the house, we have to go and pay over 1,000 cities for classes. Over 1,000 Ghana cities. But when I was in boarding school, 2 weeks maximum, it's only long back that we spend a month or so. But some to come home over 3 months. And you have to pay for them to attend class, especially when they are doing science. I mean, the 3 years, they spend less than 2 years. It's still helping us. We have to go back. And then we want them to compete with the global world. What are we investing in them? The time limit is so short for them to learn. Please, government should listen to parents. Our children are suffering. This is the time they have to go. They need good nutrition. So
thank you very, very much, Frederica. Let's go to Dan Suman, where Kwesi is, and he'll be our last caller for now. Kwesi, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Kwesi.
Yes. Free HHS, I think it's a nice policy. However, if we are not able to feed our children, to what extent are we executing this program? What I think that the PTA must do while ensure that they contribute into the pool to support the vision of their children. How do you feel when you are sitting in your office when your child calls you and says, Daddy, I'm hungry? It's so pathetic. So the PTAs must contribute and support these children. That's my contribution.
All right. Thank you very much, Kwesi. And Kwesi will be our last caller. Mama V. George, you've listened to the callers. And I mean, Frederica makes the point.
Yeah. And I think there's one gentleman who spoke about the bit about we not being a poor country. It's about allocation of resources. And I think that, Winston, yes, there are problems with this policy, but if we want to make this thing work, it can work. Allocating of resources, ensuring that these contractors or those who are subcontracting these jobs are not people, family, friends, and party food soldiers and all the rest, that if they are not delivering, we can ask them to step aside. I think that, listen, this thing has to be reviewed, but even in the interim, we can make this thing work.
I think that is unrealistic right now to say that all aspects of secondary education is being taken care of by government. Not too long ago, and the secondary schools still owe electricity. You know, because we've been talking about it. It's not all been paid. They paid some of it. I think we can't reasonably expect that government can fix it all, and government should stop pretending that they can take it all up. Parents are willing. I also want to add that the PTA, there's no T in the PTA any longer. It's just parent association. Parents are willing on the various platforms where the parents and the executives are. They're willing, and indeed they actually do contribute. They contribute, they supplement what the school provides, which is not enough. So parents are willing. Government should just be open. Just allow parents to take part of the responsibility. After all, these are our own children.
Yeah.
And we all want the welfare. It's the best interest of the child that should be paramount here.
And the former Minister of Finance once said that those who can pay, allow them to pay, right?
Ken was very right then, and that argument is still right today.
And I remember I had an interview with him where he was insisting that, listen, he's still going to go back to cabinet and push that for those who can afford to pay, allow them to pay.
So, I mean, look at all of us seated here. If we take our wards to secondary schools, we can pay their fees.
You know, there are some who can't.
So why can't we? Why shouldn't we be allowed to pay their fees?
Somebody said, you know, we take our children to the best of basic schools, good private schools. Who said we can't take care of them in secondary school?
Yes.
You know, the bit that worries me is when certain institutions are trying to be innovative to manage the situation, they are rather
the heads are
victimized.
punished. Yeah.
You understand me? And for me, why are we doing this to
The
ourselves?
reality today is that during the admission time, there were heads that were charging fees. Truth. You go and they say, it's voluntary. But they tell you that, look, if you want your children to actually enjoy the school, you have to pay more. Some were actually charging as much as 2,000. And the parents had agreed to pay. Look, 2,000 Ghana cedis before your child goes to school. Because they say, look, help us to help your children.
Yeah.
That's the reality. One parent called me. He's actually a headmaster. He said he's taking his child to one of these schools and has had to pay 500 Ghana cedis to support feeding of the child. 500 Ghana cedis to support the feeding of the, and that's actually monthly. Think about it.
Yeah.
He's paying 500 monthly. Why? Why can't that person pay the child's fees?
You know, we're looking for a solution, and we've all talked about aspects of it. We need the Ministry of Education to stop pretending, organize groups and go to some of these secondary schools just so you can say that a report put out by a credible media house is not true. And you know that when you go round, the school heads will stage it. They will stage the events, pretend that all is well. So why do you still take cameras and pretend? If you really want to even solve the problem, if you want to appreciate what is on the ground, you will not go openly announce that you are coming and go with cameras.
Maybe on Thursday we're going to have a conversation on this, on free senior high school. All the stakeholders will be right here on the Super Morning Show. We must get a solution to it once and for all. But let me just end on this note. The teacher sent me this message. Boarders do not go to the dining hall again because of the quality and quantity of food. It is worrying. When you talk, you're victimized. Government should just allow parents to help. Stay with us. There's more after these.
we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Good energy powers the things that people do to empower themselves. It fuels families, communities, businesses. Good energy fuels nations. It gets things going and keeps them moving. Good energy isn't just what we do, it's who we are. Goyle, good energy.
And that's why I choose Goyle. I'm a Zuma Nelson, 3 times world boxing champion, and a patriot.
Goyle is good energy.
What name brightens the streets, homes, and businesses of Ghana? What company has been providing world-class backup power to Ghanaians for 30 years?
G&J Technical Services.
Final answer?
Yes, G&J, final answer.
Correct.
G&J is celebrating 30 years of providing backup power in Ghana. As the largest supplier of world-class generators in the country, we have been the backbone of Ghana's alternative power industry by delivering the best sales, maintenance, and after-sales solutions the nation has ever seen. We've done it for 30 years, and we promise that the future will be even brighter. Reach us in Accra on 030-268-9178 or 9179 and 020-222-2204 all the way to 2220. And in Kumasi on 020-222-236 or 020-222-2220.
The ECOWAS Investment Forum EIF is a flagship event that aims to showcase West Africa's investment potential and present a pipeline of private and public sector development projects. Organized by the ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development, EBID, in partnership with the Government of the Republic of Togo and the Government of India through Exim Bank India, EIF 2024 will take place on April 4th and 5th, 2024 at 2 Février Hotel in Lomé, Togo. This maiden edition will focus on the economic recovery of ECOWAS member states under the theme Transforming ECOWAS Communities in a Challenging Environment. For 2 days, development partners and stakeholders operating in the West African sub-region will engage in discussions relating to agriculture and food security, infrastructure deficit, youth unemployment, energy and climate change, and support to SMEs and SMIs. Join us on April 4th and 5th, 2024 in Lomé, Togo for the ECOWAS Investment Forum 2024. ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development, EBID, Transforming ECOWAS Communities.
I know it's not easy, and that is why I wanna tell you more about easy. You want to build your business, count on easy. You want to grow, we believe in you and your goals. If you need a helping hand, I know you want to progress. Financial provider, trust our process. And your payroll random I show you the way his way. Yanko, push you by you his way. Yanko, everybody. Yanko, inspiring progress.
Get the help you need from Easeway today to build your business in progress. Call 0302-208-222 or text business to 4993 to get started.
Imagine this. Your employees spend 1/3 of their lives at work. That's 13,000 days or 110,000 hours dedicated to their jobs. At Old Mutual, we don't just see the numbers, we see the faces and the dreams behind them. With our tailored group life insurance and pension plans, you can provide your employees with employee benefit schemes that gives them peace of mind for their futures and for their families. Make the choice that shows your commitment to your employees today. Call 0509 551 609 or email corporate services at oldmutual.com.gh. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Great news is here. Batmat is here again. XXL clearance sale. Guaranteed savings. From now till the end of April, the big sale continues. Get discounts of up to 70% off sanitary wares, light tiles, waterproofing, and all other product families. It's the year to get things done. Visit our showroom at the North Industrial Area next to the Winners Chapel, Ghana. Don't miss out. Batmat, welcome home.
This election, ask your favorite politicians about their plans for tackling climate change and improving access to water, sanitation, and hygiene. Let this define who you vote for. At WaterAid, we believe in the future where our leaders prioritize climate change, water, sanitation, and hygiene. Your vote can make this possible.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
I'm at the point in life, if you understand me or not, misunderstand me or not, me, I'm okay. I'm okay. And if you think I'm wrong or not, long as it's what I want, me, I'm okay. I'm okay. Cause who are you to judge me like say you be holy past? I did love my life, get my peace of mind, I did try survive. We all be sinners, my body, nobody holy past. And my happiness comes first, I never come left to stress, yeah. I be like, tell me later.
It's actually one of my favorites.
I'm gonna call me later.
It's 30 minutes after 7. This is the Super Morning Show. We've got the UPSA Law School Points of Law series.
Yes, and today it says, where a person chooses to marry at a place of worship, that marriage shall be invalid if it is not celebrated with doors open between 8 o'clock in the morning and 6 o'clock in the evening, and in the presence of 2 or more witnesses beside the minister and any other person wishing to attend. That's Section 62(2) of the Marriage Act.
And you know it's Mondays to Saturdays. Public holidays and Sundays are out.
Yeah.
No.
So if you go and marry Sunday, null and void. Hey,
as for this law, well, you know the venue must also be licensed.
Yes.
So those who get married at beaches and different places.
Yeah.
If it's not licensed, it's invalid.
Yes, one of my friends was, going through a divorce, and he realized that where he got married was invalid, null and void. So, in fact, he didn't have any marriage.
Boys are bad.
Oh no, he just realized, that where he got married was invalid.
How convenient.
So he didn't have any marriage after all. They were just, living together.
All right, listen, we hope that, through the UPSA Law School Point of Law series, we've taught you something.
Yeah, you have to know these things.
It's 31 minutes after 7. This is the Super Morning Show. Listen, we have exciting news for you. You can now get your Omnibusek Visa Classic debit card instantly at any of our branches nationwide, and I'm talking about any Omnibusek branch. It's instant with new improved features. We're talking contactless and verified by Visa. So why wait? Visit any of the branches nationwide and get your Omnibusek Visa Classic debit card today. It's instant, secure, and convenient. Omnibusek Bank at your service.
And Toyota users, get ready for a revolution. If you want your Toyota engine to function optimally, then there's only one choice, the Toyota Genuine Motor Oil. The Toyota Genuine Motor Oil has been rigorously tested and proving to be the best oil for your Toyota engine, specially crafted to keep your engine running efficiently and smoothly. The Toyota Genuine Motor Oil is available at all Toyota Ghana branches across the country. Nothing makes your engine happier than Toyota Genuine Motor Oil. For bulk purchase or distribution, contact Toyota Ghana on 0302 429801. Toyota, superior quality.
Now, G&J, your reliable alternative backup power solutions provider, is 30 years. We wish to thank all our cherished partners and customers for being part of this journey. And as we embrace the future with brighter hopes, we look forward to providing you with the best backup power service to your homes, offices, churches, and more. We are still the largest backup power supply in the country. And with our 24-hour service delivery, we're poised to give you the best brands in backup power and after-sales service. Look at G&J in Accra is off the Mortuary Road to Kolibu. Call G&J on 0302 689 178 or 0302 268 9179 or 020 2222 04. In Kumasi, call G&J on 020 222236 and 020 222 220.
So it's the Imperial Insure and Win promo reloaded. Insure your vehicle with Imperial General Assurance from now to the end of April and get yourself handsome rewards, fuel coupons, special souvenirs, gift vouchers, and many more. And here's the catch: during this reward period, your motor insurance policy will give you an automatic 1-year life insurance cover. You can also get a brand new car tires and other car accessories as well. It's really reloaded. Everybody qualifies. Just come insure your vehicle and you're done. Call us today on 0577-667-436 or talk to your broker or any of our agents across the country. For further details, you can also follow us on all our social media handles. Terms and conditions apply. Imperial General Assurance, solid protection.
Now, Pan-African Payment and Settlement System, that's PAPS, is now live at Fidelity Bank. Imagine sending money to your loved ones or business partners across Africa instantly and in Ghana cedis. Don't wait for days for transactions to clear. No more expensive fees, just fast, secure, and affordable payments. PAPS is here, and Fidelity Bank makes sending money through PAPS easy. So visit any Fidelity Bank branch and start sending money across Africa instantly, securely, and affordably to Nigeria, Gambia, Liberia, Guinea, and Sierra Leone. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
And Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture at affordable prices. Wants you to know that you can now shop by simply logging on to kingdomstoreonline.com, and they will arrange delivery to your home and office within a reasonable time. You offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions that apply at Kingdom. Quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
Now, pursuant to Section 35 of the Companies Act 2019, Act 992, the Office of the Registrar of Companies, that's the ORC, is undertaking a nationwide inspection of companies and businesses. Company inspectors with their identification tags will visit business premises to inspect, first of all, certificate of registered companies and businesses, also combined register with information on directors and members, compliance status, that's filing of annual returns and amendment, and they will also be looking out for updates of company and business records with current information. So please be informed that failure to comply with provisions of the Companies Act 2019 will incur a fine of not less than 150 penalty units or not more than 250 penalty units, or to a term of imprisonment of not less than 1 year or not more than 2 years, or both. We urge all company officials and business owners to collaborate with our company inspectors in this exercise. For inquiries, please call 0302 666 081 or 020 883-5959. Send an email to the Registrar of Companies. Send it to info@orc.gov.gh. ORC, your trusted partner for business.
And time is running out to fuel your adventure for free. Get reliable motor insurance and receive free fuel for your vehicle. Get the cover you need now with SG Ghana Sound Drive Insurance before the 31st of March 2024 and enjoy up to 500 Ghana cedis worth of free fuel to take you places. Don't wait until it's too late. Act fast and visit any SG Ghana branch today to buy or renew your motor insurance. and ensuring you're covered and ready to hit the road. Sun Drive plan is underwritten by Allianz Insurance. Terms and conditions apply. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
And as we say, a poorly maintained car engine can age faster. That's why Total Energies especially formulated this quartz engine oil with age resistance technology. It's an innovation, really. It ensures optimal performance for your engine, and it improves protection against mechanical wear by up to 74%, even under extreme temperatures and pressure. So choosing quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz, keep your engine younger for longer. 38 minutes after 7. This is the Super Morning Show. We've got your birthday messages. We've got the Sports Center all coming up here on the Super Morning Show.
Wake up. Good morning. Good morning.
Can you hear it? The freedom in our songs, the sound of liberty that rings from Kaswa to Karaga, from Tamale to Takoradi. It's in the pestles that pound from coast to coast. It's in the busy offices, the crowded streets, and the noisy schools. It's in the wisdom of our elders and in the laughter of our children. It's in seeing how far we've come and looking at how much we can grow. It's in knowing that still Ghana go be. Happy 67th Independence Day, Ghana. MTN.
Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest-earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide. High credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
Ladies and gentlemen, Telecel is here!
Telecel, connecting energies.
Across Africa, a new era has begun, shifting our focus to a new horizon, connecting us with one purpose: to create and share opportunities to grow. Today, we are making a brighter tomorrow, built by our dreams and our energy. Across our continent, across the world, we are creating a better way to a better future. A Pan-African future. Together. EcoBank. A better way. A better Africa.
Hello? Fair driver. Are you sending the sales?
Boss, Medicana Kopim.
Hey, what the car to me so?
Boss, you no renew the insurance.
Tell it, I didn't have time. Oh, I had to go to the farm.
You can insure on the farm.
And I had to go to the market too.
You could have insured in the market.
I had to cook supper for my wife.
Boss, you could have insured in the market.
But how?
By texting or buyer on 0242 426 396 to help insure with Provident Insurance on WhatsApp from anywhere.
Annie,
babia. With Obaya, now you can insure your car anywhere, anytime. On WhatsApp, text Obaya on 0242 426 396 today. With Provident.
Man, you are covered.
Hey, Cashman.
Yeah.
Don't you know Nana has assembled all of us and you are here making calls?
My generator is spoiled too. So I'm calling a renowned Ghanaian company with an excellent track record in the sales and repairs of generator sets in Accra to come and repair for me.
Is it Anointed Electricals?
Yeah.
Anointed Electricals deals in quality and genuine generators with high fuel efficiency. We also rent generators.
They sell quality generators from 10 kVA to 2500 kVA. They have spare parts of other generators and can repair every faulty generator set even if you didn't buy from them.
Look, now we don't have any electrical problem in Accra. How? Because Anointed Electricals is right here at East Legon, Lagos Avenue, opposite Tomric Hotel. And that's why Nana is calling us.
Okay.
Yes. If you want to buy a brand new generator or repair the old one, visit Anointed Electricals. Or if you are within Accra, call our hotline 0246 423 534 or call 0243 480 334. They have qualified and dedicated men on 24-hour after sales service.
Then let's go and listen to Nana. Let's go.
Gosh, after giving you the hint, won't you give me anything?
Anointed, the generator experts.
Waikari Capital. We are a multinational fund management company regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. Our aim is to help our customers thrive by enabling them to achieve their lifetime financial goals while investing their funds in ways that create a positive future for them, their families, and their businesses. In this way, we help them to create the best life. Speak to us today. Call us on 050-157-7546 or 050-157-7547. Visit www.waikaricapital.com. Waikari Capital. Together towards tomorrow.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Birthday messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go. Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. If you're celebrating your birthday today, we wish you the very best. Enjoy today. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you. Let's jump into the Sports Center now, which is brought to us by MTN. Everywhere you go. Standard Chartered Bank, here for good. DSTV, it's your moment. Twisco Energy Drink. Twisco, power your dream. And Bets Power. Listen, imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. Picture your rooftop transform into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more, because with Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates as well. We're not just offering loans, we're offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. So say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny, which you must, especially in these days, well, switch to solar today. Give Standard Chartered a shout on any of these phone numbers: 050-153-5789 or 050-153-5790, as well as 0244-674-154. Let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
And let me tell you, MTN Momo now has an app, okay? I'm not asking you if you know. It has an app. All you now need to do is download it, okay? It's a brand new app specially designed to make your Momo experience easier, convenient, and faster. So just download the Momo app on your Play Store or App Store on your smartphone and look out for the blue and yellow icon. It's really that simple. Momo app allows you to view your statements, pay bills, so much more you can do with that app. Use the app for your Momo transactions and enjoy 100% bonus when you recharge using the Momo app. So go on, download the Momo app now and start transacting with a flex at no data cost. Just Momo it everywhere you go.
If you know, you know, man.
If you know, you know, man.
So it's still about the
African Games.
All
Mama
right.
V, you didn't come yesterday. Yesterday was exciting. It was lovely.
I had. And
Today,
I saw
though,
the trends.
yes, thank you. Today, though, is the 100-meter final.
Oh.
Yes, and there are 3 Ghanaians in the 100-meter finals, in
Go
both men and
Ghana.
women.
Do we stand a chance?
We do stand a chance. So
Okay.
long as you are in there, you stand a chance. That's the most important
Don't
thing.
give me that political response.
Oh, it's not political. We actually do have a chance
Okay.
at getting a medal,
All right.
especially in the men. Okay, so we have 2 men in the men's final, 1 woman in the women's final. We will get into those details a little later. But we also are guaranteed a gold or silver medal in the women's football. That was after the Black Princesses dismissed Senegal to book a spot in the final of the African Games football competition. Also, in this bulletin, we will talk Accra Hearts of Oak.
Linda, he finds Cisse. Cisse is up against Arman. Cisse wants to use his strength to advantage. Arman has got the experience. Cisse cuts it back for Salim, and Salim shoots. It takes a deflection, and Hazard have the second goal. The Phobians have the second goal.
That's right. Heart of Oak, they're back to winning ways where they come from behind victory against Heart of Lions. All this to come in the next 10 minutes. First, though.
So this is going to be tight indeed. Lincoln, you miss it. Lots of people will be holding their breath.
And off they go. The mark Azamati is getting off his mark really well. He's in a slight lead, but it's Eseme, the Cameroonian, running really well. Azamati jogs to the finish line in second as well. And the Ghanaians are cheering because they will have 2 men in the final of the men's 100 meters tomorrow. That's 2 chances for a medal for the home crowd.
That's right. And make that 3 Ghanaian sprinters who will be competing for medals later this evening in the 100-meter final of the ongoing African Games. In the men's edition, Barnabas Age and Benjamin Azamati both sailed through to the final with second-place finishes in their semi-final races. Azamati admitted his heat and semi-final finishes, where he clocked 10:54 and 10:41 respectively, were slightly slower than he had anticipated.
Yeah, I feel all right. Not the perfect race for me. I feel like I didn't execute well, but I'll go sit with my coach and then, talk about it. I had a little bit of a tight hip flexor. I think I'll go back and see the physio work on that and then see how we can do tomorrow. Tomorrow as well, we have the 4x100 heat, so I have to check how my body feels, and then we come again tomorrow to run the final. I think it's just about a sudden climate change, because we were already in the cold, and then to come out here, to come into a 33 degrees weather, I think a bit shock to the body. Having been here only since Monday, at least I need like 2 weeks to get, used to the weather here. So I think that was the problem. I got really tired when I was warming up.
Benjamin Azamati there. What about Barnabas Age? He says he's just thrilled to be competing in his first ever international 100-meter final.
I feel very excited. I've been running 16 meters for some time now, and this is my first outdoor, so I'm just expecting to run faster than what I did this evening. Since this is going to be my first international final, I think I'll just put in my best. And as I said earlier on, this is my first outdoor, so I look forward to running better.
Barnabas, I get there. What about the women? Well, in the women's 100-meter final, Ghana will have Mary Boache, the Army naval officer. She came third in the semi-final 3 with a time of 11.64 seconds and will be competing in this evening's final. Ho Halutsi, on the other hand, Commonwealth Games finalist from 2018. She failed to make the final after finishing 4th in semi-final 2 in a time of 11.74 seconds. Elsewhere in the men's 800 meters, national record holder Alex Amankwa secured his place in the semi-final after finishing second in a time of 1:47.12 behind Kenya's Ngeno Kipingetich. But former Commonwealth Games gold medalist Ebenezer Adi Oko, he believes athletics in Ghana is on a decline and is calling on authorities to take decisive measures to fix the sport.
I have mixed feelings about what athletics is going on in Ghana. We started from the very top, from where I'm sitting, that we are going down. It's very easy to criticize if you are sitting looking in from the outside, but I just want the guys in charge to take cognizance of the fact that it has been done and it can be done, and we should improve it. We went to Jamaica and beat them there. Look at where they are now.
Ebenezer Oko-Adi, Ghanaian sprint legend. Let's move on to the hockey competition, where there was drama yesterday after South Africa announced the withdrawal of both their men and women teams. Now, they claimed that the Theodosia Oko Hockey Stadium was not up to standard and would harm their players who are set to compete at the Paris Olympic Games later this year. But there were still competitions ongoing there, and Ghana, their women's team, reached the final, and the men are also a step closer. Kwame Benaya is covering the competition there for Joy Sports.
The Ghana women's hockey team have booked a ticket in the final after beating their West African counterpart Nigeria 1-0 at the Theodosia Oko Hockey Stadium on Monday. The team needed a win against Nigeria to seal their qualification to the final with 6 points. Mavis Beekun scored the only goal to secure all 3 points for Team Ghana. The Black Sticks women will face Egypt or Kenya in the final on Friday. Meanwhile, the men's hockey team are also one step away from following suit after they beat Kenya 3-1 to top their group with 6 points. The team will face Egypt on Wednesday in a top-of-the-table clash. Both Ghana and Egypt have 6 points, with just goal difference separating them.
That's Kwame Benaya's report. Now, there was also boxing at the Bukom Boxing Arena, where only one of Ghana's 4 boxers who competed yesterday reached the medal zone, with 3 eliminated. Joseph Kome secured a unanimous victory over his Malian opponent, Sidibe Dauda, to join the 4 others at the semi-finals who are assured of at least a bronze medal. Wahid Umar Abdul was eliminated after the referee controversially stopped the contest in the 3rd round against his Ugandan opponent, Kasim Murungi. Henry Malm and Daniel Planche were the other 2 boxers who also lost their fights. In football, there was good news where Ghana's Black Princesses dispatched Senegal 3-1 last night at the packed Cape Coast Stadium to book their place in the final. The Black Princesses coach, Yusuf Baziki, says his ladies were eager to impress the fans who trooped to watch them.
With the fans around, they were so enthused, to do a lot to also make them happy. So I told them they cannot afford to disappoint their fans. So they have to work very hard in order to get the needed victory.
That's Yusuf Baziki. The Black Princesses will now face Nigeria in the final. Nigeria themselves made the final after they beat Uganda 2-0 in the other semi-final. Meanwhile, the Black Satellites, that's the male team, they take on Senegal as well at 8:30 p.m. tonight at the Accra Sports Stadium in their own semi-final match. Desmond Affair is expecting, Affair of course is their head coach, he's expecting a very difficult game.
We are looking ahead to the future with open arms, and whatever comes, we'll be ready. It's going to be a very difficult game on Tuesday against a very good side. For us, once again, a very tough opponent. Senegal's a very good team. They did really well last year in the AFCON, both under 17 and under 20. Went to the World Cup, represented the nation well. 1 lost and 2 draw. So Senegal is a very well-structured football nation. They are building something very significant, something very special.
That's Desmond Affair. Uganda, they face Congo at 5 p.m. in the other semi-final match. Now, to some Ghana Premier League, 10-man Harsafo came from a goal down to beat Hearts of Lions 2-1 at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium to wrap up match week 22 of the Ghana Premier League. The Phobians are back to winning ways after drawing their last 2 games and have moved above Kotoko to 7th on the league log with 32 points. Their host coach is Abubakar Ouattara. He says they fought to make the fans proud.
Very tough game. Our opponents are very strong, but we try to do our best. Because of these fans, we are fighting to give them that victory. It's just for the discipline, tactical discipline. The first half is very difficult for us, but the second half, I tell them, we can't lose this match. It's not possible. Sometimes I'm listening for the journal. I'll listen, I'll take my decisions because the criticize is good for me. I need more criticize to change. That's the why I put this boy today on the front.
Abubakar Watara is the House of Folk head coach. And before we go, the Ghana Football Association says it's taking steps to strengthen their relationship and corporate image with the public by appointing 3 new people into senior communications positions. Neil Armstrong Motagbe, who is a former managing director of House of Oak, has been appointed as the public relations officer of the Ghana Football Association, while Patrick Akotok, former communications manager for Mediama, as well as Sheikh Tofik Sienu, have been appointed as senior communications managers. And before we go, Nottingham Forest, they've been docked 4 points for breaching Premier League profit and sustainability rules. An independent commission found Forest's losses in the 2022-23 season to have breached the threshold of £61 million by 34 million. The immediate loss of points means they drop below Luton Town into the Premier League's relegation zone. So it's gone from bad to worse for Nottingham Forest. That's how we wrap up sports this morning on Sports Center.
Do you have a Ghanaian who plays for Nottingham Forest?
My name is Fentio Tahir Fentio. There was Andre Ayew was there last year.
All right. So we don't have a Ghanaian there now.
But he's left. Yes,
okay. All right.
Diplomatic
Fentio, thank you very much for the Sports Center this morning. Yeah.
Andre Ayew is now back to France. He scored his 50th goal in French football last weekend.
And you guys are not reporting on that.
I said that on Monday. Were you listening? Which was literally yesterday.
No, I wasn't.
Which was literally yesterday.
Fentio, thank you very much.
Oh, the mama vibe.
Stay in the diplomatic zone. This is still the holy month, you know.
It is. It is. More athletics this week.
Okay, all
right. Which of the days are you coming by the way?
But you said today will be exciting as well.
Today it has 100-meter finals, yes.
Yeah, the 100-meter. That sounds like
yes.
Yeah, something I want to witness.
And 4x100-meter relays as well. The heats will be today. The final is tomorrow. So the competition is coming thick and fast. And the 4x100-meter relay heat, the final especially on Wednesday, is another potential medal race that we could be involved in. You remember we are the defending champions, but the 4x1.
Here's the thing, Fentio. I don't see it being shown on...
It's on television.
Local television or international television?
You know what, Mama V?
Do you
listen to my bulletin?
It's okay.
Do you listen
to
my...
It's fine. It's coming up to 8, so that's it. Okay? I have to go for the business minutes.
Okay, no hala.
I still love you, you know? All right, it's about some 30 seconds and then we'll bring you the business minute. Thanks to Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG, we stand with you. Anointed Electricals, the generator expert, and Waikari Capital together tomorrow. The Joy Business Minute here on the Super Morning Show comes your way 8 a.m. every weekday.
Cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
All right, here we go with the business minutes because it is 8 a.m.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, Anointed Electricals, the generator experts, and Waikari Capital together towards tomorrow. Communications and Digitalization Minister Esther Kufuor is pleading with internet users to moderate the use of the digital service to help address limited data supply. Meanwhile, banks have welcomed the deal with mobile network providers to offer enhanced internet capacity to the industry. The development, they say, has helped to improve internet services in transacting businesses with clients. Ghana is set to sign an MOU with bilateral creditors on restructuring of the country's debts. This follows significant progress with the creditors on the negotiated terms for repaying the debts. Elsewhere, Japan's central bank has raised the cost of borrowing for the first time in 17 years. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, Anointed Electricals, the generator experts, and Waikari Capital together towards tomorrow.
Wake up. Good morning. Good morning.
Keep this frequency clear. 99.7. It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
It's a minute after 8. Thanks to Daryl and the business news team for the Joy Business Minutes, which is on the Super Morning Show, 8 a.m. every weekday. Is brought to us courtesy Consolidated Bank Ghana, Anointed Electricals, and Waika Re Capital. Now let's talk about trade finance solutions. It's exactly what you get at CBG. Trade financing comes with its own complexities, we know, but at CBG, we believe that doing business should always be hassle-free. Are you an importer or an exporter looking to improve your global trade experience? If that's what you're looking for, then look no further, because with CBG's trade finance solutions, your trade financing problems will be an issue of the past. Take advantage of our trade finance solutions today to foster long-term partnerships, reduce the risk of doing business, and expand your international trade transactions. Visit any of our 114 branches nationwide to discuss your import finance, pre-shipment, import duty finance, and shipping guarantee financing needs. For further inquiries, contact CBG by calling this phone number 0302 216,000. Also send an email to talk to us at cbg.com.gh, or visit any of our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, and X, formerly Twitter. Terms and conditions apply. CBG, we stand with you. Good morning to our friends at CBG, especially those with the airport branch. Now, Anointed Engineering Services Limited is into sales of ultra-silent generators from 5 kVA to 2005 kVA. And they also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generators. They stock genuine spare parts of all kinds of various generators as well. And they do rent generators. Just look for an Anointed Engineering Services Limited branch near you. They've got latest branches in Amrahia, though it's at the Frims Oil on the main Adenta Dodowa Road. Also in East Legon, Lagos Avenue, opposite Tom Rick Hotel in Tema General Hospital Road, Community 9, just after the overhead. And they also have a branch in Kaswa, is off the Wager Kaswa Road near Simaf Cement Depot. And their big head office at Odoko at number 77 Anointed Houses off the Odoko Malam Road. You can also call their hotline number to find out an Anointed Engineering Services Limited near where you are. 0243 480 334. That's 0243 480 334. Talk to Anointed Electricals. Let them get you a generator. These days, not as a standby power backup. Could be your main power source. And Waika Re Capital is a multinational fund management company regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. Waika Re Capital, with experience in fund management and investment banking, has over the years helped its customers to thrive by enabling them to achieve their lifetime financial goals. Waika Re Capital invests funds in ways that create a positive future for its customers, their families, and businesses, and offers corporate finance and advisory. Waika Re Capital helps customers to create the best life, and they want you to have a best life. That's why you too can talk to them and create your best life. Just speak to Waika Re Capital today on 05015775546 or 05015775547. Locate their office on the 4th floor Golf House opposite the Ghana Standards Authority, or visit their website and explore more as waikarecapital.com, WAICARE capital.com. Waika Re Capital, together towards tomorrow. And it's your big birthday today. How could I forget Abigail Labi O'Day, who's Senior Program Manager at the Media Foundation for West Africa. Abigail is actually the Senior Program Manager for the Media and Good Governance Program at the Media Foundation for West Africa. Abigail Labi, enjoy your birthday today. And may God bless your new age. Mr. George Ofusuhene, CEO, Bond Savings and Loans. It's your birthday today, sir. Happy birthday to you. Mrs. Ikura Owusunate of Ogilvy, Africa. It's also your birthday today, Mom. Enjoy it. Social media messages here on the Super Morning Show brought to you by EcoBank. A better way, a better Africa. Provident Insurance. With Provident, man, you are covered. All right, so EcoBank is committed to supporting ESG goals. That's the Sustainability Week celebrations as we work with our partners for a greener, brighter future. And as part of its ongoing sustainable banking initiatives, EcoBank is excited to announce the launch of its maiden Sustainability Week on March 18, 2024, under the theme Promoting Sustainability Through Waste Transformation, the EcoBank Way. The week starts with panelist discussions that happened yesterday by experts from the Central Bank, Environmental Protection Agency, and the Jospon Group and EcoBank. Well, there'll be a green fair throughout this week for the exhibition of recycled product at the EcoBank head office. EcoBank will also be donating recycled product to the St. Paul's Senior High School in the Volta region, where students will be engaged on waste transformation and its impact on the community. So join the launch by connecting to the forum live on EcoBank's Facebook and YouTube channels at EcoBank Ghana PLC. We invite you to visit the Green Fair to interact with our sustainability partners and purchase some recycled product. Think sustainability, think EcoBank. EcoBank, a better way, a better Africa. Good morning to my friend Fred Amegashi, who's the brands manager, Osu EcoBank. When you walk into the bank, sometimes you see Fred in the main banking hall. You wouldn't think he's a branch manager. He's a hands-on person. He will always help you out, no matter what. Even if that's not your main branch, Fred will find a way of helping you. Fred, God bless you for what you do. Now, you can now get your vehicle insured anywhere, anytime with Provident Insurances or Baya on WhatsApp. She works around the clock, so you don't have to worry about closing times. Bebia or Baya will help you out. So go ahead and comfortably buy, renew, and file claims for your vehicle, Bebia. All you have to do is just chat Obaya. Obaya is on WhatsApp. Obaya's number is 0242 426 396. That's 0242 426 396. Let Obaya help you. It's quick, convenient, reliable, and it saves you time so you can do more in your day. Chat Obaya and get your vehicle insured now on Provident Insurance. So text your Obaya, Bebia. With Provident, remember, man, you're covered.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
On our big stories this morning, we're joining a conversation on tourism live from the Labadi Beach Hotel. The Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Tourism Authority, Akwesi Ajiman, Managing Director of the Labadi Beach Hotel, David Ejiafo, and a tax partner at PricewaterhouseCoopers, Abeku Jan Kwanzaa, will be the main speakers at this function. The graphic business Stambik breakfast meeting today at the Labadi Beach Hotel. The theme is tourism, the golden egg, a shared responsibility, to be moderated by our own Winston Amoa. So we'll be taking you live to the Labadi Beach Hotel to join this very important conversation on tourism, the golden egg, a shared responsibility. There will be discussions on the topic transportation, potential of tourism in the global context. There will also be tourism value chain and its role in boosting rural livelihoods. And then another sub-theme, innovative policies of taxes to enhance the tourism sector. Big stories brought to us by Telecel, connecting energies. Latest film, Your Partner for Life, and Emirates Fly. Emirates certainly fly better. Now you're about to have the world at your fingertips because the wait is finally over. Telecel is here. Now you can have everything you want and need quick and reliable communication, stress-free money transactions via Telecel Cash, transforming your big business ideas into success stories with Telecel Business and more. Connect with Telecel and enjoy a world of endless possibilities, because with Telecel, there's no limit to connections. Telecel, connecting energies. And dreaming of the perfect sofa to upgrade this year? Well, your dream sofa is now a reality at Latest Film, introducing our sensational V sofa range, where comfort meets style at prices that will make your heart skip a beat. Hop into any Latest Film showroom nationwide to dive into a world of colors and choices, from the sleek L-shaped V sofa at just 3,100 Ghana cedis to the complete V sofa set for an unbeatable price of 6,500 Ghana cedis. You have the opportunity to elevate your living space with Latest Film. Is your forever partner in comfort and luxury. So hurry, your perfect sofa awaits. Latest Film is your partner for life.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
We're on the Super Morning Show. We're live here on Joy 99.7 FM. Please send us your WhatsApp messages. Send to 055-1111-997. And you can also reach us via X. Just post on X with the hashtag Joy. SMS is Joy997. Also look for us on Facebook and post also at the hashtag Joy. SMS is the Super Morning Show, 13 minutes after 8. We're joining a conversation on tourism live from the Labadi Beach Hotel, the Graphic Stanbic Bank breakfast meeting. But if you're looking for a freight forwarding company to handle both your inbound and outbound shipment, well, look no further, because IAS FedEx is offering a wide variety of international freight services, which include air freight, sea freight. It could be less container load, that's the LCL, or full container load, the FCL, or maybe customs clearance and documentation. Well, IAS FedEx, they've got international operations linking more than 200 countries, supported by extensive domestic networks in all key markets. They also offer a range of fast and direct freight services to suit your needs. So you've got the perfect freight forwarding company to handle your needs. They also have dedicated staff who have in-depth knowledge in the local customs clearance processes and procedures. IAS FedEx pre-finances freight pickups up to an agreed threshold for their clients with terms and conditions. Please contact IAS FedEx now for free consultation on international freight services and customs clearance processes. Call them on 050-160-5000 or 050-163-1000. With IAS Ghana, your freight is firmly secured. And this is Star Roverman Productions in partnership with the National Theatre and Joy FM presents an original Uncle Ebo White classic. This one is Dubai or No Sex. Dubai or No Sex delves into themes of honesty, integrity, impact of social media, and a man's unwavering resolve to stay true to himself in the midst of external pressures. The play shows on the 29th, also 30th and 31st of March, and the 1st, 5th, 6th, and 7th of April 2024. Fridays, one show only, which is at 7 p.m. On Saturdays, two shows, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. And then on Sundays, where we have 3 shows at 1 p.m., 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. And 2 shows on Easter Monday. That's the 1st of April 2024, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. The venue is the National Theatre, and it will only cost you a cool 200 Ghana cedis. So please buy ticket via the Koba short code *365 *535#, and at all regular outlet. So we've got physical ticket now. That's what Uncle White assured us. So you can also get physical tickets at the usual outlet. For inquiries, please call 059-692-1960. That's 059-692-1960. You can send a WhatsApp message to 050-554-6030. 050-554-6030, and you'll be sorted. You can also follow Roverman Productions on social media platforms. It's at Roverman Productions, proudly sponsored by Gino Tomato Mix and GCB Bank PLC. Media partner M Notify Logistics Movers. Buy your ticket now. Roverman Productions. Be the difference. And have you heard that Champion Carbolic Soap, popularly known as Guardian Soap, is now Live Boy Carbolic Soap? Yes, the red soap, popularly known as Guardian Soap, that treats your skin from rashes and protects you from germs, now bears the Live Boy logo. It is now called Live Boy Carbolic Soap. Imagine a soap that does not only care for your skin, but also provides unbeatable germ protection for you and your family. Unilever Ghana's Lifebuoy Carbolic Soap does just that. So visit your nearest store to get your Lifebuoy Carbolic Soap today. It's a new name, yet same 99.9% skin protection against germs. A Guardian Dadanoa. You can get Lifebuoy Carbolic at any shop near you. Call the customer care center on toll-free 0800 2030 0800 2030. Now, Catholic Relief Services, that's CRS, in partnership with the Ministry of Communications and Digitalization, is bringing the premier conference in tech for development to Accra. The ICT 4D conference is the biggest in-person gathering of ICT 4D experts globally. The dynamic gathering of 600 plus inspiring leaders was founded in 2010 by CRS to bring together a community of practitioners to help accelerate the end of poverty, hunger, and preventable diseases using digital technologies. The event will be at the Alisa Hotel. Today, 19th of March, so it's not too late for you to catch up. Is today and tomorrow, 19th to 20th, with workshops which started yesterday. But again, there's enough time because it's on till the 21st of March. Registrations are still ongoing via the conference website, ict4dconference.org. That's ict4dconference.org. Please log on and register and participate. The Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, will deliver the keynote address. Senior executives from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Microsoft, CRS, among others, will be speaking at this conference. Meanwhile, prepare to be captivated by Magic as the biggest play in the history of African theatre makes another stop this March. I'll tell you all about it here on the Super Morning Show. It's exactly 20 minutes after 8.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
There you are, about to enjoy the deep-fried, soft, spicy kelewele you bought from Aquile at Osu Night Market. Suddenly, you see your daughter's name on the paper used to wrap the kelewele, and that's when you realize it's the CV she submitted for a job last week. The job market is changing rapidly. AI, clouds, holograms, who knows what's next? Approximately 120,000 tertiary students graduate every year. What makes your child stand out? Get your child the X Factor to get ahead with tech courses from ALX. Choose AWS Cloud Computing, Salesforce Administration, Data Analytics, Data Science, Front-End Web Development, Back-End Web Development, or AI Career Essentials. Search ALX Ghana online to apply now. ALX, do hard things.
The ECOWAS Investment Forum EIF is a flagship event that aims to showcase West Africa's investment potential and present a pipeline of private and public sector development projects. Organized by the ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development, EBID, in partnership with the Government of the Republic of Togo and the Government of India through Exim Bank India, EIF 2024 will take place on April 4th and 5th, 2024 at 2 Février Hotel in Lomé, Togo. This maiden edition will focus on the economic recovery of ECOWAS member states under the theme Transforming ECOWAS Communities in a Challenging Environment. For 2 days, development partners and stakeholders operating in the West African sub-region will engage in discussions relating to agriculture and food security, infrastructure deficit, youth unemployment, energy and climate change, and support to SMEs and SMIs. Join us on April 4th and 5th, 2024 in Lomé, Togo for the ECOWAS Investment Forum 2024. ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development, EBID, Transforming ECOWAS Communities.
Bet Power is forecasting showers of free bets every day with Aviator Rain. Look out for free bets falling at regular intervals between 10 o'clock a.m. and 2 o'clock p.m. And again between 5 o'clock p.m. and 9 o'clock p.m. with up to 250,000 in free bets given away every day across Africa. Could you rain dance your way to a 3 million win at the home of Africa's biggest ever Aviator winner? Find out at betpower.com.gh. That's betpawa.com.gh. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly. 18 years and above only. Gaming can be addictive. Terms and conditions apply.
In life, choice is good, but choice plus safety is way better. Your safety and comfort is paramount. Under the cylinder recirculation model, you can buy LPG in a safe environment. All cylinders are inspected and maintained to the best safety standards, so your safety is assured. Just take your empty cylinder to the nearest exchange point and swap it for a filled cylinder. Different cylinder sizes will be available to meet your pocket size. Imagine cooking in a smoke-free environment. This will improve the health and well-being of you and your family. Choose LPG in a safer model of distribution. Cylinder recirculation model, securing your safety, creating more jobs. A message from the National Petroleum Authority under the patronage of the Ministry of Energy.
Roverman Productions, in partnership with National Theatre and Joy FM, present an original Igbo play, Dubai or No Sex.
Barney, darling, do you know where Simon and Diva went for their annual vacation?
To Dubai.
Oh, so you know. And the year before that's the way the
Caribbeans.
Where have you been on vacation with me, your wife?
Ajwa, you and I have been at Kwewu for Easter.
Kwewu.
Winneba for Abuache. Elmina for Bakatu.
Elmina.
And we have been at Keta for...
Keta. Barnabas.
We are also regular at Homo.
Shows on March 29th, 30th, 31st and April 1st, 6th and 7th. Time, Fridays at 7 p.m. Saturdays, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Sundays, 1 p.m., 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. And a special showing on Easter Monday at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Rate 200 Ghana cedis. Get your tickets on the Callbar Short code *365*535# and at all regular outlets. Call 059-6922-040. WhatsApp 050-554-6030. Sponsors: Gino Tomato Mix, TCB Bank Limited, and M Notified. Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
GoTV is stepping up your entertainment from the 15th of January at no extra cost to you. If you are on GoTV Value, upgrade to GoTV Plus to watch GoTV Max. Already on GoTV Plus? Upgrade to GoTV Max to enjoy GoTV Super. And if you are on GoTV Max, upgrade to GoTV Super to enjoy the best of the best on GoTV Super Plus. Don't wait. Step up your entertainment today. It's on us. GoTV. Love it. T&C's apply.
Ago. Mi herenya wawa tu. Kemba Ghana nyon ye joy. Akwabo.
Miawezo.
Mama wana Akwabo.
Barka da zuwan watan kasan Ghana a nan gidan Radio Joy.
Obenim busumi eye Ghana busumi.
Miawezo va Ghana month jila Joy 99.7 FM.
Akwaba eba Ghana month on Joy.
Mimabe Akwaba wa Ghana siani lile yazo wa Joy. We invite all of you to join us this March as we celebrate Ghana here on Joy 99.7 FM.
During this Ghana month, you will be treated to to our history, tourism, arts and culture,
our music, our food, language, beliefs, and all that makes us unique as a people.
Right here on Joy 99.7 FM.
You'll also get to tell us stories about your region, town, or village and why we should make it a destination.
Celebrating our uniqueness as a people.
Ghana Month on Joy FM.
Ghana Month on Joy.
Ghana Month on Joy.
Ghana Month on Joy.
Ghana Month on Joy is brought to you by Dodi World. Dream, discover, explore, and Woodine. Step into elegance this March with Woodine by immersing yourself in the stunning Mosaic collection, a true tribute to Ghana's vibrant culture. Vibe Ghana, vibe Woodine. Ghana Month on Joy, joyously Ghanaian.
Ghana, we now have freedom.
Salvation, healing, miracles. The Accra Sports Stadium is about to witness the unmistakable power of God.
Be healed. Be healed of weakness. Be healed of diseases. Be delivered from it right now. In the name of Jesus Christ.
The Good Friday Miracle Service with Evangelist Dag Heward-Mills is here with us again. Mark your calendars. It's 29th March, 3 p.m. at the Accra Sports Stadium. Yes, the Good Friday Miracle Service this year is happening at the Accra Sports Stadium. Experience the power of the cross and the efficacy of the blood as we come together to mark the great sacrifice of Jesus Christ. The Good Friday Miracle Service with Evangelist Dag Heward-Mills, 29th March 2024, 3 p.m. at the Accra Sports Stadium. Be there.
Ladies and gentlemen, yeah.
office or agent and upgrade today. Terms and conditions apply.
National Health Insurance.
Great news! The National Health Insurance Scheme (NHIS) has waived the waiting period for all members aged 70 years and above. All 70 years and above are also exempted from paying a premium. Enrollment and renewal are absolutely free on the NHIS. Members who are 70 years and above can automatically access healthcare when they newly register with the NHIS or renew their membership annually. You are no longer required to serve the 1-month waiting period for late renewals. Dad, mom, grandpa, and grandma, let your old age be filled with good health and access instant healthcare at zero cost on the NHIS today. Download the My NHIS mobile app to register with your Ghana card or visit the nearest NHIS office. Terms and conditions apply. For details, contact the NHIS call center on 054 444 6447 or 0302 746 447. NHIS, your access to quality healthcare. This message is brought to you by the United States Agency for International Development, USAID.
This boy, he will kill his own father and marry his own mother.
Prepare to be captivated by magic as the biggest play in the history of African theatre makes another stop this March. The gods are not to blame. Mark your calendars for Thursday 21st March, 7 p.m., Friday 22nd March, 7 p.m., and Saturday 23rd March at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. at the National Theatre. Tickets are selling now at only 150 cities at imagebureaugh.com or dial star 714 star 11 star 21 hash. Don't miss this rejuvenated rerun of the epic tale of Odewale. The gods are not to blame. Supported by Joy FM. Produced by Image Bureau in partnership with April Communications and the National Theatre, and proudly brought to you by the Ghana Tourism Authority and the Beyond the Return Secretariat.
Because all lizards lie prostrate. How can one tell which lizard suffers from bellyache?
Dive into a new era of news consumption with myjoyonline.com, your go-to destination for cutting-edge journalism, giving you the most credible stories from business to politics and from sports to entertainment. Myjoyonline.com introduces an upgraded news website meticulously designed to empower you with an enriched browsing experience like never before. Experience the future of news browsing with myjoyonline.com.
Ago, mi here nyawawa tu, kemba gana nyon, ye joy. Akwabo.
Miawezolo, miawezo.
Mama wana akwabo. Akwabo.
Barka da zuwan watan kasan Ghana a nan gidan Radio Joy.
Obenim busumi eye Ghana busumi.
Miawezo va Ghana month jilla Joy 99.7 FM.
Akwaba eba Ghana month on Joy.
Mimabe Akwaba, what Ghana siani lile yazu, what joy. We invite all of you to join us this March as we celebrate Ghana here on Joy 99.7 FM.
During this Ghana month, you will be treated to our history, tourism, arts and culture.
Our music, our food, language, beliefs, and all that makes us unique as a people.
Right here on Joy 99.7 FM. You'll also get to tell us stories about your region, town, or village and why we should make it a destination. Celebrating our uniqueness as a people.
Ghana Month on Joy FM.
Ghana Month on Joy.
Ghana Month on Joy.
Ghana Month on Joy.
Ghana Month on Joy is brought to you by Dodi World. Dream, discover, explore, and Woodine. Step into elegance this March with Woodine by immersing yourself in the stunning Mosaic collection, a true tribute to Ghana's vibrant culture. Vibe Ghana, vibe Woodine. Ghana Month on Joy, joyously Ghanaian.
Ghana, we now have freedom.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is all
On Joy 99.7 FM. Music you're hearing is from Kwame Eugene Snefie. It's 44 minutes after 8 and we're ready to take you live to the Labadi Beach Hotel to join today's breakfast meeting, which is on the theme Tourism, the Golden Egg, a shared responsibility. Is being moderated by our own Winston Amwa. The next voice you hear will be Winston Amwa coming to you live from the Labadi Beach Hotel. Please enjoy the conversation.
Premier 5-star hotel, Labadi Beach Hotel. Throughout his career at Labadi Beach Hotel, he's held various key positions, showcasing his versatility and dedication to the operations of the hotel. Let's welcome David Edwafo, who is Managing Director of Labadi Beach Hotel. And the final panelist has over 15 years experience in project management, crisis communications, PR, media relations, banking and relationship management, and is currently the CEO of the Ghana Tourism Authority. Akwesi Ajiman.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Great. So we're starting the conversation, and I'd like to start on this note. So we all say, oh, you know, tourism is the golden egg, a shared responsibility. That's the theme. But I'd love to start off with you, Abeku. Is tourism really the golden egg? And why? Please pick your microphone. And all of you would answer that question before I get into the details of the conversation. Yes, Abeku, starting off with you.
All right. So thank you very much, Winston. And good morning to everyone. Winston, to address your question of whether tourism is the golden egg and why, we need to set certain benchmarks.
Please do.
And as I sort of prepared for today's conversation, my research led to a number of findings, whether from an Exemptions Act, which I'll talk a lot more about later, whether from research done by the GIPC, or research even done by the Ghana Tourism Authority. And the common thread that you sort of found is that tourism was considered as a priority sector in our country, which closely linked to the questions that you've asked. And it was done in this way because we feel that tourism can help us actually achieve the following. One, growth and investment in our country. 2, improvement in our foreign exchange position. 3, improvement in employment. 4, branding Ghana. And then lastly, it was also determined that apart from gold, cocoa, and oil, a GIPC research actually found out that tourism gives us foreign exchange as far as the rankings are concerned. So in response to your question, I would say that indeed tourism is one of, for now, the golden egg that we have in our country. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Abeku. Let me get to you, Mr. Ajiman, since you are with the Tourism Authority. Why is it the golden egg?
Thank you and good morning to everybody. And let me thank Graphic for this initiative and Stambik for putting this together. And I'm happy that for once, when we're talking business, tourism is part of it. Because many a times when we talk business, we only see the energy aspects and the bankers and other things. So thank you for at least bringing us here to discuss. And I must say, tourism is not just for me a golden egg, it's a low-hanging fruit that can really help turn around our country. And over the last few years, we've seen some improvements. And so I would say it's more like a glass half empty than half full, instead of half empty. If you look at, I'll touch on, let's say, 5 P's, people, in terms of employment. Currently, an average of almost 6% of people employed are within this sector. If you look at prosperity in terms of job creation, communities involvement, we have a law, LI 2393, which talks about tourist sites and attractions. And one of the cardinal things there is that for every site in a community, the local community has to be involved, either through the assembly, the traditional authority, and the tourism authority, and other interested parties. And that model is going around. So we currently have about 13 MOUs signed with different communities, where through that partnership model that we are building, we see development going on in some of these communities. Currently, we have about 8 of such ongoing work, from Salaga, Slave Market, to Pikuru, Tanoboase, coming all the way down to Densha Chichire, in Accra, Nationalism Park, Geese Park, Ebri Botanical Gardens. It's all because of the sort of partnership model that we are trying to build. And then you also talk about, even if you look at peace, the peace that we enjoy as a country, we sometimes neglect the fact that tourism is one of the reasons, because people go around. If you travel from, let's say, Tamale, and you go to Nzima, you get to find out how the people live, and you realize that we are one people. And so all these things are some of the intangible things that sometimes we don't talk about. And so I would say, if you put things together in totality, I always say tourism is a low-hanging fruit. When you talk about job creation, for example, it's one of the sectors that you don't need PhDs or degrees to be in. You talk of, let's say, take a hotel like Labadi, where we are. If it was a factory, the receptionist will come at 8, by 5 o'clock, he knocks off. The same job, 3 people are doing it. Somebody comes in the morning, 2 o'clock he sips, and then somebody comes from 2 to 10, and somebody stays overnight. If you go to the restaurant, it's the same thing that is happening there. You have a 24-hour restaurant running. And so it's something that we need to understand in terms of when we talk of job creation. Tourism is something that can create jobs for the masses of our people who are out on the streets who are not employed. And that is what we are trying to do through our product development initiatives, working partnerships with hoteliers and other people who are making the right investments in the sector.
Great. I mean, before I get to David, I mean, you've talked about the fact that it's a low-hanging fruit, half full, you say, an indication that, well, we are doing a few things right, currently contributing, but it could actually contribute more. How much is it contributing currently to the economy? And if we're to invest more into it, do the right things, how much can we get out of it?
Okay, on an average, we're looking at somewhere, I mean, if you look at the numbers, and the numbers went down drastically during the COVID period. So I will start from, let's say, 2016-17, we had an average of about 800,000 people coming into the destination. And the average spend was around $2,000. Moving to 2019, where we had about 1.1 million people visit the country, and the average spend was about $3,000. So that should give you about $3.3 billion coming into the country. And this is not money that is coming to the tourism authority. Money going to my friend here, David, money going to our tour operators who are here, money going to the car rentals, money going to the airlines, money going to tour guides, site guides. And so it goes round. That sort of money that comes to the country really goes around the country. And last year, so after COVID, we dropped to about 350,000 arrivals. And then we've been going back up. Last year, we did 1.1 million with an average spend of about $2,980. And so that should give you around $3 billion. But this is just data on arrivals. When we talk about tourism, we look at domestic tourism as well. And it's something that we are working with the Statistical Service to be able to really get the right data. So let's say somebody moves from here and goes to Kumasi to stay in a hotel. We will count the hotel occupancy, but we're not able to track what he spent his money on. Whether he took a VIP, he got to Aunaga Junction, decided to buy Kwan Kwan at the roadside, and we are not able to capture that. So we're working with the Statistical Service to really dive deeper into the data. But the little that we have seen in terms of arrivals, if you take, for example, domestic tourism, the way we track is look at the number of visitors to tourist sites and attractions.
Okay.
And so if you look at 2017, we were around 450,000. And this is counting the number of people who have gone to, let's say, Ebri Botanical Gardens, Kakum National Park, the castles, the various places. it moved to around 600,000 in 2019. But we then realized through COVID that we need to be very deliberate about domestic tourism. So we had this Experience Ghana, Share Ghana, trying to push See Ghana, Wear Ghana, Eat Ghana campaigns. And that shot the number up. 2 years ago, we had about 900,000 people visiting these sites. Last year, the number jumped to 1.4 million. And so we can see that, look, the consistent growth in these numbers is a result of some of the marketing initiatives and the partnerships that we forged with hoteliers, with tour guides, tour operators, car rentals, and the rest of the industry.
Great. Let me get to you, David.
Thank you, Winston.